I just had a kind of interesting situation happen. You have to not worry about offending anyone. If something tells you, be rude, if something tells you create distance, whatever you have to do it. I think I'm finally using my noggin here. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit warmer. I'm not really cold at night sleeping, but it's going to help because the temperatures have dropped quite a bit. So, and I'm just kind of testing this out. So I have this LifePo 4 100 amp hour battery that I was given by Dr. Prepare, and it turns into like a power station with this hub on here. And the hub has this adapter for 12 volt. I do have a very small heating blanket. It's like a car heating blanket. So what I'm doing is I'm hooking it up to that. So I have it on the top right now. Let's see how this little small heating blanket does. Oh, I can feel it already. I honestly bought this for Roxy. I thought, oh, she needs a little tiny heating blanket. But girl's got tons of blankets. She gets so hot, she gets out of the blankets. And then she's really good about tucking herself in. So she's doing fine. It's Mama who's freezing. So yeah, I feel like getting warm. And I do have somebody mentioned wearing my heated vests. The only problem is you don't really want to wear those going to sleep. Plus it has the battery pack, so it's like tossing and turning. You feel this, pack there. You don't want to do that, but I could possibly get it ready so that in the morning I could just slip it on and put my hands in and be ready to go out and keep my hands in my pockets. So I might try that. Good morning. Oh, I love my crappy coffee. Anyways, I just had a kind of interesting situation happen. Sorry, I always look out the window. I don't know why I do that. I need to talk to you guys and look at you. Because when you're looking into a camera, like there's no one here to look at, right? And I don't want to look at myself. And I still haven't trained myself to look at the camera and look at you guys like that. So I tend to look outside and then I get distracted. So I'm always like, some person's just like, don't trust her. She can't even look at you in the eye. And I challenge you guys, try to make a video of yourself just talking to the camera, like make a video for your family or something like that, and then go back and watch it. And you'll realize how hard it is to look at the right place so that you're looking at the person that's watching this without having to consciously think, I need to look right there. Because our automatic response when we're talking is to talk to someone. So the first thing you do is you talk to your face because it's a person. So it's like a natural reflex to talk to yourself. It's not that you want to look at yourself. It's that it's a natural, like that's how we're trained, right? So we're not trained to look to someone's left side as we're talking to them. That would be rude. It's just like, you'd be always like, why are you looking over there? So yeah, so it's like something as a content creator, you have to train yourself. And I just haven't done it. Once in a while, I catch myself, it's like, oh, look at the camera. But my tendency is to be aware of, the stuff that's going outside the window. And on camera, when you're watching it back, it appears that I'm being rude. I know I've watched some videos and people are just like, the reason I'm looking over here is because I've got my notes and then I've got my computer. So they kind of explain it so that people don't get you know, sidetracked or start thinking other things. So anyways, back to my original topic of what happened just now, just a little bit ago. I went to take Roxy for a walk, and I see, and she's not on the leash, right? So we're just like walking and stuff like that. And then I see this guy walking kind of like on the ridge, and you know, he's coming towards me, and I'm just thinking nothing of it. You know, I'm thinking, okay, there's a guy going for a walk in the morning. Looks totally normal. And as he's getting closer, he waves, you know. So I wave back, and then he starts coming down towards me. And then I'm just like, do I know him? You know, have I met him before? And so I call out, and I'm like, excuse me, do I know you? And he goes, no. So I go and I put Roxy on her leash, because I know that she's going to start, you know, barking at him and stuff like that, and maybe run towards him. So I said, oh, okay. And I get Roxy and I have her on the leash, and he goes, oh, I just thought you were that woman that was stuck in a van. I said, no, I'm fine. And I point to my rig, and I'm just like, you know, to let him know, like, that's mine right there. I'm not the woman in the van. And then he's still coming closer. So I pick up Roxy and I start walking towards my rig. And I said, excuse me. I said, she's not very friendly with strangers. And so she will, you know, bark at you, and she'll snap at you. And he's still walking towards me. He goes, you don't by any chance have any spare change, do you? And then that's when I realized, oh, he's in a bad place. And I said, I'm sorry. And I just start walking towards my rig. And then I point her towards him, because I want her to see him to confirm he's not friendly. So she sees him, and she just starts going crazy. She's just like, wants no part of him at all. And then I just go to my rig and get inside. Thankfully, I was near my rig. But as he got closer, I realized, you know, that, I mean, he looks like a normal dude, right? I wouldn't even think anything of it. But there's just something, you know, when you can sense something. So there was just something about him, like, questionable. And being that I'm out here by myself, I mean, I'm within earshot of yelling and somebody hearing me, you know, so, but that would take a minute. And some people are still sleeping, so I just thought, you have to not worry about offending anyone. If something tells you, you know, be rude. If something tells you create distance, whatever you have to do, you have to do it. I'm sure he's a super nice guy, but I don't know. I don't know. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right? And I try not to carry, you know, extra cash on me and stuff like that. I know as nomads we should carry extra cash and stuff, but I just don't. I just don't, because for one, I really don't have it. I do carry some quarters for laundry, but very little. And so I'm just like, you know, I didn't want to lie to him and say, no, I don't have any change, because I do have a little bit of change, you know, but, and under different circumstances, I might have given it to him, but I didn't want to have that close proximity, you know, like that's when you're setting yourself up. And he could be totally fine. He could be totally fine. You know, so, but you have to look at the situation you're in. If you're not around a lot of people, then first thing is you got to just create distance and protect yourself. But he went walking down, and he went towards the other rig, so I hope he finds the help that he needs. And that's all. No drama Donna here. All right, I'm going to continue to enjoy my coffee. I'm looking at you. I see you. Okay, bye guys.